What the hell? Is it too late to get Jared Leto back? Joker, Folie, Deux, stupid ass French title, was directed by Todd Phillips, starring Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga. It is a brand new 2024 drama film. And yeah, I don't know exactly what I expected from this. The first Joker is legitimately one of the better DC movies of recent years, and I thought it was a really interesting look into the Joker's origin story, or at least a Joker's origin story. This movie didn't need to exist, first of all. The first movie was a perfectly fine standalone film. So I, along with a lot of people, feared that this movie, the idea of a sequel as a whole, would just lessen the impact of the first movie. And let's talk about it. This is Joker 2. I'm not gonna be saying that stupid French title the whole movie, so let's start off with the good. And for the good, there's a few things that I still like here. First of all, Joaquin Phoenix is still really good as Arthur Fleck. I still think that he puts his all into this role. Some people are expecting another Oscar nomination. I'm not. That's just me. I still think he does a good job, but he's nowhere near on the level that he was in the first movie. Brendan Gleeson is in this movie as well, and I really like his character. I loved his performance. Loved how he seems nice on the surface, but as the movie goes along, he starts to show a bit of a darker side to him. I really enjoyed that about him. And also, Lady Gaga, she's fine. I've also seen some people say they're expecting an Oscar nomination for her out of this movie. If she gets nominated for an Oscar, I'm sorry, but the Oscars are nothing more than a popularity contest because she was okay here. She was not Oscar worthy. I mean, this isn't even her most Oscar worthy role. A Star is Born and House of Gucci are way more Oscar worthy than this is, but yeah, she was okay. And aside from them, the movie is shot well. It's visually stunning. The camera work is great. The editing is fantastic. The score is really good as well. This is a professionally made movie. So what went wrong? Let's get to it. Starting off with the bad. And yeah, there's just nothing else in this movie that I liked outside of three performances and all the technical aspects. Everything else in this movie is a mess. First of all the other characters in this movie were so forgettable. You get montages of different actors from the first movie coming back to give testimony. You get Harvey Dent in this movie. You get another inmate from the jail who's friends with Arthur. You get a cameo by Steve Coogan. None of them serve any role in this movie that's memorable or likable. Arthur's attorney is fired halfway through the movie, and yeah, I didn't care about any of these characters outside of the three that I named. The story here is a complete mess because it doesn't know what it wants to be. Does it want to be a sequel to the first Joker movie? Does it want to be a musical? Does it want to be a romance movie? Does it want to be a courtroom drama? They sprinkle all those, mix them all together, and it's just a mess. I mean, I love musicals, but none of the music scenes in this movie are memorable. None of them are very well done, in my opinion. And they said that this movie, the music serves a purpose to move the story along. I'm sorry, but the music scenes in this movie stop the movie dead in its tracks. It's ridiculous. People have that problem with movies like The Greatest Showman, but The Greatest Showman did way better with moving the story along, even though some of the songs did halt that story. But we're not talking about that. we're talking about this, and yeah, I did not like that. The courtroom aspect is so messy and really kind of underwhelming because, like I said, I love a good courtroom drama, but it's so underwhelming how they do it here. And the biggest thing with the courtroom drama of this movie is the fact that it spends so much time referencing events and characters from the previous movie, which is a way better movie, and it just makes you think, man, I could be at home watching the first movie pretending this movie doesn't exist. And that's really how I felt for a lot of this movie. And they bring back characters from the first movie, like I said, and really those characters once again only serve to reinforce the fact that we're thinking, hey, we could be watching the first movie instead. And yeah, it's just such a mess. And without getting too much into spoilers, the ending of this movie is what really turned me off from this movie, as if I hadn't already been turned off from it. I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but it pretty much renders both of these movies completely useless. That's all I'm gonna say about it. If you want spoilers, there are plenty of spoilers all over the internet about it, but yeah, this movie was just so, I won't even say disappointing, because I wasn't expecting much and I still left underwhelmed. So let's go ahead on to the final thoughts. I did not like this movie. I wanted to at least enjoy it, but I couldn't. It was a complete waste of time, money, and talent, both behind the camera and in front of the camera, and I'm just done talking about it. Joker 2 is a very underwhelming and wasteful movie. I did not enjoy it at all, aside from a few performances. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. So that was my thoughts on Joker 2. Have you seen this movie? Let me know down what you thought about it in the comments if you have seen it. As always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.